Hello Heavy Metal Maidens and Masters, I'm Heavy Metal Momma and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a shoe review for you. That is a review of the Demonia Kera 10s. But before we get to that, remember to like this video, comment down below if you want to discuss any of the things that come up in the video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, it really helps. And if you're lurking there, hit that subscribe button and remember to also hit that notification bell so that you can find out whenever I upload. So, the Demonia Kera 10 shoes. I've had these a little while and I thought, as I've had quite a few questions about them after I put some pictures on Instagram, that I would give you all a little review. So, the Demonia Kera 10s. They are made of a lovely soft velvet. They have a Mary Jane style cross strap with these little bat buckles on them, as you can see. They're really cute little bat buckles. They have a wedge platform, which is 3 inches at the front and 4.5 inches at the back of the heel, giving them an overall rise of 1.5 inches. They also have a very square toe, as opposed to a more rounded toe that some shoes have. So, what are my thoughts on these shoes? Well, the velvet is very soft, it's very comfortable on you, it's got a sort of, I suppose it's pleather inside, because all Demonia shoes are vegan as far as I'm aware. Where the buckles attach, you've got these stretchy bits of elastic, if you can see there, so that gives them a little bit of give as you walk along. The bottom is made of this, I would say it's moulded foam. It's very sturdy. It's not that heavy, really quite light, but where it's very flat on the bottom, I know it is slightly shaped here, but it's not that shaped compared to the Demonia Dynamite sandals that I have, which I will leave a link up there and down in the description box for you to peruse. That has got a very undulating sole, so it's really shaped here, and it's shaped at the front here, so you can really roll on your feet when you're walking. I think also because they have an ankle strap, that means that you can let your foot sort of slop around them a bit more while you're walking. These are much more difficult to walk in. They feel like you've got a block of wood strapped to the bottom of your foot, which isn't that comfortable to wear. Because of the elastic, it does mean that they give a bit, but that also means it can rub you a bit at the back of the heel. I bought these thinking that I would mainly wear them with no shoes or with no socks or tights, as you know, more sort of a summery pair, but they do then rub at the back. Now I am a UK 5, which is a Euro 38. I bought them in a UK 5 Euro 38. I bought them second hand from somebody on eBay, so I only paid about £40 for them. They retail at about 66, I think, from Attitude Clothing and Pleaser and that kind of thing. I think I'd be a bit miffed if I'd paid £66 for them. It depends what you're after in a shoe. If you're just wearing them to the office, they would be a great shoe. You know, you don't need to walk around in them that much. They're very pretty looking, but quite lightweight. They look like they weigh a ton, but they don't. They are comfortable, where they're very wide here. So if you have wide feet, they're really good for you. I'm just slightly wider than average, and I find them almost too wide for me. But as a UK 5, and I bought a UK 5, I had to put 2 pairs of insoles in these for them to feel like I wasn't slopping about inside them. If you're wearing them to the office or something, they'd be great, you know, when you're not doing that much sort of walking. You know, you're in your car, and you get out of your car, walk to your desk, sit at your desk for a couple of hours, maybe walk to the canteen, come back again. I would never wear these to work, because my job is, I would say, 85% stood up and usually moving about as well, in which case I would have such sore feet by the end of my shift. I wouldn't wear them on what I call a hectic school run. If I just had a nice leisurely walk down to one of the schools and back, I would wear these. But my usual double pickup school run means that I have to be run. I wouldn't wear these. I would probably fall over because you feel flat-footed in them. They are pretty, they're very comfortable when you're not walking, but when you're walking they can get uncomfortable, and because they came up a bit big, I did find I slide down in them a bit, which then crushes my toes a little bit. Now I think perhaps if you've got very, very wide feet, you might find these are great because you would fill them and then you wouldn't slide down. But I think if you've got narrow feet, don't touch them. They're not for you. If you've got, like me, slightly over the average width feet, then you would probably find them comfortable. But like I said, it depends what you want out of this pair of shoes. They are lovely. You know, if I'm just pottering around the house, maybe I'm going to trip to Lidl and back again, you know, popping to see a friend, I will wear these. If I have to run anywhere or I have a lot of distance to walk, like at work, you know, I have to walk from my car to the lab, which is, you know, a long walk, and then spend all day on my feet and then walk back again, etc. I would not wear these. So it depends what you want out of your shoes, really. I've had a few people ask me about them, and they're kind of that one of, I kind of recommend them, but I kind of don't, you know, because it really depends what you're looking for. I think if you want a pair of shoes that look like this, but they don't have to be velvet, I would say Demonia do the Dynamite. They do a Dynamite version of these, so it's got the more undulating sole with the star cut out in it. It's got the crisscross at the front, but they're just plain fake leather. And I know Momma Goth's got them, Toxic Tears has got them, Riri Phillips has got them. I get from the fact that all of these people have them, I think they're really comfortable. I'm always on the lookout for a pair on, you know, at a reasonable price, because, you know, otherwise, yeah, I can't keep buying shoes. I'll get in trouble. You already kind of fall over when you walk into our hallway because there's so many of my shoes. So I don't have a problem, honest. But they're not a go-to pair, but they're definitely not a pair that I think I wish I hadn't bought them or I should sell them, you know, whereas I have other shoes that I bought a few years ago that they never see the light of day anymore, you know, which, I mean, is tastes change, isn't it? You know, a lot of it is that, you know, what I wore 4 or 5 years ago is very different to what I wear now. So yes, I think depending on what you're after, I would recommend them or I wouldn't recommend them. So it's not much of a review, I'm afraid. It very much depends what you want out of a shoe. They're not my go-to shoes. They're not my favourite shoes, but they have a place in my wardrobe. They look fantastic with a velvet top. The Celine top that I reviewed in my last Necessary Evil haul, link up there down in the description, looks amazing with these shoes. Really does really look great with them because of that topping and tailing of velvet. But like I said, not for long journeys or lots of power walking, or, you know, if you're going to spend all day traipsing around the shops, they're not the shoes for you. Go to your big comfy whatevers. Mine tends to be my New Rocks, but, you know, if you're walking to the pub and back, they're great. The other thing is you don't want to get the velvet wet because it's velvet, but, you know, I don't wear these when it's raining. They're not muddy puddle shoes. So, although you are kind of high enough off the floor that, you know, you will avoid most of the muddy puddles. Feel free to ask me any questions you have about these shoes if you are considering buying them in the comments below. Even if it's 6 months after this video came out, I do keep an eye on the comments. I'm more than happy to give you my opinion on them, or DM me on Instagram. I tend to be mostly on Instagram, and ask me any questions that you have about these shoes because they're lovely, but it depends what you're after. So that is the Demonia Kera 10s. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like this video, remember, please. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. It is so helpful. And thank you to everybody that subscribed. And thank you to everybody that got us to 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Yay! I will be doing the prize draw soon. It will be after October because I have a load of videos lined up for October that is spooky. So remember, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and remember, people, stay heavy.